agree. I think some video games could be
No, I only
considered
just got
sport, but
here.
a lot aren't. There's a lot of
Buzz.
games that aren't. But like
What happened?
strategy games and things like that. I mean, that's not really a sport, but that make that say it's a sport because I think it is. It's it's competitive. Anything that's competitive like that is a sport, whether it's digital or real life.
Acknowledge.
But Mortal Kombat, we're at Mortal Kombat like 4 or something. Nah, I think there should be a distinction within the games. The the distinction should be with the games, not the difference. The difference is the type of games.
Damn, can finally hear.
Yeah, but you can't compare like Sonic the Hedgehog to Counter Strike. It's not the same thing. Yeah, it's not. It's not the same thing. It isn't.
The fuck are you talking about, Doofies?
Or Battlefield 4 compared to Tetris, because you're generalizing all games as being the same thing. But they're not. I don't think they are. I mean, like I said, Battlefield 4
I think
and
that I think
Tetris
esports
aren't
are a type
the
of
same
sport.
thing.
That's why they're called esports, yeah, rather than sports.
Who are you talking to, Pixie?
Well, it's just where the money is, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah. This,
it's probably just easier. I mean, you could probably get like entertainment
learn.
visas. I don't know. Like maybe they're just easy. It's
It's
easier to get
about
those ones out
education.
rather
You
than
can
like
learn a lot
some
from
sort of
playing
entertainment-based
urban
visa.
warfare in a simulation, and then you take it into the battlefield. You're gonna have a slight advantage over your adversary because you know, you know how other people think. You know how the enemy
Yeah,
thinks. You know the layout. You know what to expect. You know that you can get killed really easy. You can get fragged. You can get fragged. And people. Uh, Yeah, no, I've been playing first-person shooters for like 15, 20 years, and I can tell you, like, I would definitely be an asset if I was.
yeah,
Yeah, okay.
How's everyone today? Good, I hope. I'm fantastic.
Dude, I used, I used to kick ass. I used to
I
kick
don't know.
ass
Some
on
of
the
those
American
StarCraft players, they
servers
put
with
the
about
years and years
a
into it.
70 ping.
He's sort of
Um,
tangentially
because I
talking to me,
because
13.
I was on satellite. I was playing like in the early days. I went from like 56K modems to playing on satellite or ISDN, and I had a really bad latency. So basically, I had to shoot before someone came around the corner, so that when they came around the corner, the bullet would meet them as they came around. Otherwise, I'd get my ass kicked. So I had to predict when people were about to attack, and that's actually what made me a better player because I had a
Hey, what did
handicap.
you eat today, DPs?
Like I was playing on American servers with a I was playing on American servers with a
What?
70 ping against people that would have like a ping of about 4 or 5, and it was a handicap. I had a handicap, but they don't consider it handicap. I mean, it wasn't. You don't win if you've got a handicap, but I had a handicap, and
Yeah.
but I still kicked ass. Like I still played really well. And it made me a better player.
yeah, man. Like,
became more predictive. You get more predictive. You get more aware of like people around you and everything. And
that's I know, but that's the way that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, it's a skill that you've developed over time. Mental skill, right? If that's I don't know if that's a bit to describe it, right? But if you think of it this way, right? Any sort of field of expertise, right? For example, an engineer or an accountant or a mathematician, they're going to go through that as well. They're going to have levels of progression. You know, they're going to go from at one point struggling to do basic math to like, you know, working up to like complex math and more advanced forms of, you know, algebra and calculus and stuff. But, you know, that's just like progression of like your skill.
It's maths
you know,
that you use, maths, not American.
okay, math.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. But so I mean, these people they're doing this thing in a different way. You know, they're learning things, skills and stuff through experience. But I mean, they're not calling themselves athletes. You know, I think there should be a distinction. You know, like for example, like people that play musical instruments. You know, that's a combination of physical and um, mental or effort or whatever. And to an extent, you play like an instrument competitively well, but you wouldn't call these people athletes or sportsmen. So I don't know, man. Like, I do see where you're coming from, though, and I mean, I accept that that's just the way it is. You know, that's what they've decided to call it. But just personally, I would never call a video game a sport. I just think it's just an excuse for fat people to like justify their shitty, you know, unhealthy lifestyles.
what about Hold on, I gotta go and grab another drink. But I was just gonna before I do, I'm just gonna say like, where do you think you learned strategy from? You know, I mean, strategy is an important part of learning a physical. Like, if you're gonna learn skills, you know, like you say, whichever sport it is, football or rugby or war or whatever. And I would probably consider war a sport because it's competitive. It's still a competitive thing. It's still, you know, like
Yeah, true, yeah.
it's like football. There's a winner and there's a loser. It's like war. I mean, basically, sport is like war between countries but they do it in a civil way where they play out who's going to win and